prince born in exile, whose dynasty had been reduced to dust. But instead of becoming a survivor, he chose the path of betrayal, a warrior loyal to neither faith nor friendship, who even dared to challenge the Mongols. His name was Kuchlug, the Nestorian prince, who became one of Genghis Khan's greatest enemies. The 12th century echoed with the thunder of hooves on the battlefield. Tribes were devouring each other, and kingdoms were collapsing and rising overnight. Among them was the Nomadic tribe, crushed by Genghis Khan. But from the shattered fragments of that defeat rose a young prince, Kuchlug. Stripped of home and kingdom, he carried only one thing in his heart: revenge. After his father's defeat, Kuchlug fled westward with his warriors. He sought refuge in the Kara-Khitai Empire, a Buddhist kingdom already weakened by time. At first, he entered as a guest, but slowly he began to gather power. He married the ruler's daughter and spread his influence within the empire. And then, the story took a darker turn. The Kara-Khitai Empire had once been a safe haven for both Muslims and Christians, but when Kuchlug gained power, he overturned it all. Born a Nestorian Christian, he abandoned his faith, sometimes pretending to be Buddhist, sometimes using Islam as a tool. In truth, he betrayed every religion. He persecuted Muslims, burdened them with harsh taxes, and forced conversions upon the very people who gave him shelter. He unleashed cruelty. At last, he deposed his own father-in-law and seized the throne. No longer just a prince, he was now king, but his kingdom was falling apart. Yet Kuchlug made a grave mistake. He underestimated the Mongols. Genghis Khan had already crushed the steppe tribes, and now news spread that a tyrant was oppressing people in Central Asia. And here came an unexpected twist. The same people who had always seen the Mongols as bloodthirsty killers now began to see them as saviors. Cities secretly sent messages: "Save us from Kuchlug." For Genghis Khan, this was the perfect chance. He dispatched his legendary general, Jebe. Jebe advanced west like a storm. Wherever the Mongol banner appeared, cities flung open their gates. Kuchlug's cruelty had turned his own subjects against him. Kuchlug ran and ran, but the Mongols' vengeance had a long reach. In 1218, Kuchlug was finally cornered in the mountains of Badakhshan. Disguised as a poor man, he tried to escape, but fate betrayed him. The Mongols captured him, and without delay, executed him. The Nestorian prince who betrayed everyone now returned to dust. Kuchlug's tale is a bloody lesson. Whoever betrays every friendship, every faith, and every trust ends up alone in the end. He was gone. But the Mongol Empire continued to expand, becoming the largest land empire in world history. So the question remains, was Kuchlug a victim of fate or the architect of his own downfall?